Hey, welcome to the channel. Hope we're all having a great day today. So today I am going to do a bit of a review with regards to a meal that I've not actually seen before within our food warehouse, but it does look really good and I have wanted to try it. I've seen it online and I've had a few people tell me that it tastes really good, but certainly here we are today, and the review that I'm going to do is a chili con carne with rice. So it's a warm and smoky beef chili served with turmeric and coriander flavoured rice. Obviously it says on every package, serve me with your favourite vegetables, and obviously that's to increase its filling power and to obviously make you eat less sort of calorie density food to fill you up and to bulk out your meal. So it might be able to even go that little bit further. Certainly I think chili doesn't always look the most photogenic, appealing food, but if you know how good it tastes and you know, you can kind of put that to the side, can't you? I think you can let it go. But certainly this is what it looks like in the packaging. Obviously the yellow rice, pilau rice, I think it is, or sorry, coriander rice, and you've also got the sort of chili mix there as well. We've actually had a little bit of, not leakage, but almost seepage from the side there. It's just slightly went up at the side whilst it's been frozen, obviously. So we'll pop that down. It's a 2 out of 3 chili rating, so I'm expecting it to have quite a bit of a kick to it. I love chili so much, and I think we'll probably have this with some tortilla chips, and maybe some Greek yogurt, fat-free Greek yogurt, just so we can dip in. I'm not the biggest fan of guacamole, so I'm not going to miss it with regards to having some chili with some sort of dips and stuff. But I do really like tomato salsa, so again that's something that we can make absolutely sin-free, and we can also make sure we're getting extra speed vegetables and fruit into our meal. So really looking forward to that. It's a 550 gram pack as usual for the bigger sort of meals, and we have got a 32% rice content within the meal itself, and 21% is cooked minced beef. We have chopped tomatoes, roasted red pepper, onion, red kidney beans, which is 5%, passata, tomato paste, spices, herbs, water, beef stock, and that contains barley, which may or may not be an allergen for any of you at home, so just to be mindful of that. And we've also got some extra flavours and seasonings in there as well. So per 100 grams, if you're interested, it's 95 calories. And it's also 6.7 grams of protein and 0.4 grams of salt. So not too bad at all, really. Again, with every sort of meal that you can get from Food Warehouse and Iceland, it does have the recipe on the back. So I'll just show you that little red bit there. And I have made my own chili at home. I've not followed the recipe as such, but I know what goes into chili, so I'm quite a confident cook. So I just add in what I've got in the cupboard and what I like as a taste, and what my husband likes as well. So it's always turned out really good. There's a good way of using up sort of leftover mince if you've got it in your freezer, or you can also make it a vegetarian or vegan friendly version as well if you use plant-based alternative meats, or if you want to bulk it up using lentils, you can make your meal and your servings go much further. So if you don't have much meat to put in it, or you don't want to buy a lot or have a lot in the meal itself, you can make it go so much further by adding in your lentils. So it's a really good way of bulking up that. So this of course is completely sin-free. There are no sins attached to any of the meals provided by Some World in Food Warehouse or Iceland. And for best results, to microwave for 12 minutes 30 seconds. You can also pop it into your oven for 45 minutes, but I'm not going to be doing that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just pop off to set up our microwave, pop it in for 12.5 minutes. I'll come back, I'll let you know how it tastes, and you can have a wee look and see if it's something that you wish to buy. So yeah, I shall catch you in a minute. Okay, so we have cooked our chili con carne with rice in the microwave as directed. It's not the prettiest thing, as we know already, so I'm not going to bombard you with trying to show you it on video, because it's also quite saucy. There's quite a lot of sauce in there, and some of it during the cooking process has actually went into the rice. So I'll just show you that there if I can. So some of the sauce has actually went over to the other side of the compartment where the rice is. First look, Obviously not the most photogenic, prettiest meal you can buy or have, but what I can say is the rice is pretty firm. Like, it's like a big block of rice, which I'm a little bit disappointed in because I followed the instructions to the T. It doesn't advise you to add any water into the rice like a lot of ready meals do, but I think if I was to buy this again, or if I was to advise yourselves at home what to do with this meal, I would definitely recommend peeling the film back a little bit and popping a little teaspoon of water in there, just to create a little bit more moisture to keep the rice nice and fluffy. But yeah, it is breaking up into bits, but I think it's a bit of a shame that it's not fluffier rice. But hey, you know, it is what it is. So our our chili con carne sort of mix, you can definitely see all of the pepper in there. You can see the kidney beans as well. Just try to show yourselves that as well if I can. I hope you can see that okay. So yeah, lots of textures in there. It smells really, really good. So what I'll do is I'll just have a small amount of that. Try not to burn my mouth. Okay, so really good. I know that it's meant to be, I think, was it a 2 chili rating? I've got the packaging here. Yeah, 2 chili rating on the bottom of the card there. To be honest, maybe just first mouthful, I don't think it's spicy at all. So that's a little bit disappointing. But yeah, maybe that the more you eat, the spicier it gets type thing. So I'm hopeful that that is the case. I'll just have another little bit of giving it another stir around just to see if it was maybe just the bit that I had. No difference. So yeah, that's obviously a little bit disappointing because it does say that it's meant to be a bit of a kind of spicier dish, but hey, it is what it is. If you want, add in some chili or some pepper, you know, it's up to yourself. I'll have a little bit of the rice just because I want to see if there's a flavour to it. It is meant to be a turmeric and coriander flavour, so I'm going to have it on its own with a little bit of the sauce that's on the fork, just so I don't sort of like overshadow the flavour. Yep, I wouldn't say it's anything fancy, you know, I wouldn't say that there's a strong taste of coriander. Obviously there's coriander in it, but I can't really taste it. And I also can't really taste the turmeric either, so that's disappointing. But like I said, it tastes good, the sauce is good. I think mixed in together, this would be a really, really good dish. And if you wanted to sort of personalise it to make it more spicy, then you could definitely add some extra sort of seasonings in there as well. So yeah, I think this is a really good sized portion. I think there's a good amount of meat in there, a nice texture to the meat. It's not chewy, it's not bristly, and a good amount of sort of red pepper and kidney beans in there too, which you can visibly see in the sauce. So all in all, I think this is probably a good value meal. And if you're wanting to keep on track with regards to Slimming World, then absolutely go ahead and get this. But it's not going to be the prettiest, and it's not going to be the spiciest or most flavoursome meal that you can buy. But if that's up your street, then absolutely go ahead and buy it. It wouldn't stop me from buying it again, but as I said, I would probably add a little bit of water into the rice just to make sure that it kept moist. So I hope this has been a useful video. As always, thank you so much for watching, supporting and encouraging me on my weight loss progress, journey, plan, whatever you want to call it. But regardless of all of that, I am so grateful for all of your support from the beginning of our YouTube channel journey at the beginning of the year. So we have been YouTubing, or YouTubers, since the 17th of February this year, 2023. So not too long at all, but we are making really good progress within ourselves with regards to our video content, with regards to our editing, and just getting some feedback from yourselves is always appreciated. So as always, thank you so much for watching, thank you for commenting, and for really just being you. So thank you, and I shall catch you on the next one. Thanks, bye.